Actually, you're fine.
I'm little.
Okay. Without a ticket.
No matter
Without a
where
passport.
you go,
Without a visa.
remember the road that will lead you home. No matter where you go.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Study Abroad Diaries series. Today I'm with Zoe, the babe. Me and Zoe came to Ghana together. She's here for the whole year. Like the whole year. And I'm here for the semester. So we traveled together. Me and Zoe didn't know each other. I don't know you before, I'll be so honest. I didn't know Zoe before.
I knew of you.
So we've been in Ghana for 3 weeks today. No, that's a lie.
3 weeks.
We've been in Kumasi 3 weeks today. We've been in Ghana 3 weeks yesterday. And we've made a few observations on
A handful.
a handful. I think it's very interesting for me as well as like an African to like compare it to like Zimbabwe. And this is Zoe's first time in Africa as a whole, so it's like very
It's a whole new experience.
A whole
other level.
Guys, she's doing so well. Let me tell you, if I was her, I would have gone home. I'd have been like, no, do you know what? It's actually enough. So we're gonna get straight into the observations. Number one, in Ghana, when you like meet people exchange their numbers quite frequently,
like instantly as well. Like,
I feel like back home it's something you kind of do when you feel like you know someone or something. Do you know what I mean?
it's so weird to me because I never do it. I never ask for people's numbers.
Yeah, but like here we're doing it all the time because it's just what people do.
And it's WhatsApp as well. Like
Yeah.
they don't really use Facebook, Instagram, other social medias. Like it is WhatsApp. Like that
WhatsApp
is
where it's at. But I was telling Zoe it's because like things like Instagram and Snapchat, they chew your data. That's why like
they eat through data. That's one thing I
data.
have noticed.
So people exchange numbers quickly, and then the first thing they do, like if it was me, the first thing I'm gonna do is text you. But here,
Pick up the phone straight away.
like people just call you, and it's not even like a weird type of thing. It's just what people do. Like from the jump, it's like, let's ring.
But also, if you don't pick up, they will ring you like 4 more times.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to be like, oh, sorry, I can't pick up the phone right now. Or like, I didn't see that you called me 36 times in the last 2 days. Like, really sorry.
I think because for me, it's kind of like, if I haven't spoken to someone on the phone, I'm a bit shy. So I'm just like...
But it's like, we exchanged like 4 words with these people.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
We talked to them for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, right, okay,
Numbers.
give me a number, blah, blah. Like,
no,
okay,
they're
sure, like
calling
this,
us.
that, the other.
Yeah.
And then like 3 hours later, you get a phone call. You're like, I am not ready for this.
We did not brace ourselves at all. So yeah, that's the first observation. People here, they'll collect your numbers very quickly, and the first thing they do is call you. Number 2, there's a hand-holding system in Ghana. This is something we established quite quickly because there's a lot of what we like to call funny business that goes around campus. So what was the rule? I wasn't told the rule.
Right, okay, so like we noticed at first that like if it was like a guy and a girl that kind of look quite close, they would hold like this,
Like pinkies, guys.
or like this.
It's like just about like making contact.
And then it was explained to me that it was like if they hold hands like this, they're like really close friends, and we were like, that's a bit weird. But then like you see the occasional couple who are like very like intertwined, like bodies locked, legs locked, toes locked, like everything is intertwined.
Because we saw this like pinky finger holding, and I'm just like, you know, for me I looked at it as like, oh, they're together, but they don't want people to
know they're together.
Or one of them is not serious about the other, so it's just like, I'm holding your hand, but if anybody else is to come across, like I'm just gonna let go of you real quick. Yeah. So that's the hand holding system, but I feel like it's not true because
there have definitely been some exceptions. Like, ever since this was explained to me, like I'm like, actually,
not quite. That's not really how.
Like,
it
because
works.
originally it was just like if they hold hands closely, like they're just friends, like really good friends. But then since then we've seen like people who are like obviously couples, like proper like I said, like intertwined into a whole other level.
Number 3, slow walkers.
I cannot.
Let me tell you, lectures here start at 8 a.m. As in the first, no, actually some, because Thingy had one 7:30. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Quote unquote, like 100%, she's accurate that one, because lectures start, they're scheduled to start at 8 a.m. We waited the other day for an hour and 15 minutes and the lecturer didn't turn up. Guys, in the UK, if the lecturer doesn't come in 15 minutes, you're out of that room.
You're just like,
because
right,
you're like,
up and
it's
out.
not happening. Anyway, so slow walkers. People must think we're training for some form of Olympics because we overtake
We
everybody.
overtake with like through and through, like around every single like single person, couple, like group of 30 odd.
Dragging their feet. Like, I wish I ever had a video to insert.
But it's like, it's not even like slow walkers. Like, you've got slow walkers, you've got tortoises, and then you've got people here.
Yeah.
They walk with no purpose.
So,
like, they've got
people
nowhere
have
to
nowhere
be.
to be. But you defo do, because we definitely have started lectures.
Well, you definitely have a lecture to go to, so let's
This
get on
is
with
why
it.
people arrive to lectures 45 minutes late, because you're walking like you have nowhere to be.
People still rocking up at like an hour into lecture, like, no big deal. We even tried walking slowly, and
Yeah,
it was like, no, we cannot do this.
Us. Like, not even like we're in a rush to be somewhere, but it's just like our standard pace is not.
We walk with
slug
purpose.
pace. Yeah.
And it's not even like rushed purpose. Like, it's not even like we've got somewhere to be. And it's
Yeah,
like, okay,
it's just
we just walk a little bit like
leisurely.
leisurely.
Zoe says leisurely, guys. I have never heard anyone say leisurely. I think it's because everybody here wears slides, and you can't really walk very quickly in slides. So it's just like a.
It's basically just ice skating.
Yeah,
like.
literally a nice little gradual plonk. Number 4 are door knockers.
I understand it's one of the first ways like people make friends here. Like, we just go around knocking on doors. 90% of them want to invite you to church.
Yeah, it's so even me as a Christian, like, I didn't realize how religious KNUST was at all. So obviously when we just arrived, campus was still quite empty, so we thought more like, if people are knocking on our doors, they're also living within the place where we're staying, and they're looking for people to chill with, looking for things to do. But
we get graduates knocking at our door.
yeah, people who aren't even at KNUST anymore come knocking on the door, and it's just like, hey, how are you, what's your name? Then people will be like, oh, what church do you go to? Oh, we're inviting you to our church.
What's your name, Zoe? Do you know what that means? Yes, I do know what that means. It means life. And what about eternal life? Are you a Christian?
Yeah, the first week we had
it was like, even like day 1, day 2, like, we'd have like 3-4 people knocking around our door like in the space of an hour.
Yeah, just
and like
knocking.
they would like cross paths with each other, and then we like at one point we'd have like 8 people outside our door, like
it means
all inviting us to different churches, and we're just kind of here in our pajamas because obviously it's like 8 p.m. and that's what we do. Just like
yeah, door knockers here are a big thing, but I think because Christianity is a big thing, and it's more of a case of everybody wants to make sure that people, if they're looking for a church, they find one. Like, if you don't have a church to go to at KNUST, you like, it doesn't happen because there's so many different types of churches.
You will find something or someone
who will take you somewhere. Like, it's like, I can't even explain the scale because I didn't even expect it, and I'm seeing it now. Like, I guess they're the ones who are like appointed to make sure evangelism happens like in hostels and things like that. But I think because we didn't expect it, it's an observation for us because it's like constant. Like, now it's died down a little bit, but we still get them.
We knew it would be to an extent, but like
we didn't
this
picture,
much of an extent
like
is
a
actually
lot,
mental.
like literally crazy. Pet name. Anybody who knows me knows that, like, unless you're my wifey, unless we're close in any way, not even if we're close, like, call me by my name or just don't call me anything.
Or your, like, the shortened version of your name, because no one here can pronounce your name in the first
I really
place.
struggle with Koshesai out in Ghana. I was thinking, like, I'm coming, like, no, people just want Kosh. But, like, I think, okay, an observation here is that it's just how people greet each other. We'll talk about something else, but, like, we've made a lot of guy friends. So people will be like, hi, dear.
And it's like, originally we thought it was kind of creepy, but then like we started to realise actually that it was
everyone.
So everyone's like, oh, darling, beautiful. Like, I've been called some weird things.
Zoe's had them all.
Little princess.
My little Sherlock Holmes.
Mrs. Sherlock Holmes.
So the pet names are crazy. Like, I had someone call me baby girl. I was like,
oh yeah, even that made me cringe.
But for me, it's like, I just don't like pet names. I just generally don't.
I call you babe, and that's about it. I call everyone here Trouble.
Yeah.
Because like the moment that you call me like any form of nickname or pet name, I'm like, you just instantly get labelled as Trouble.
Yeah.
And that is what you're going to be called for the rest of my time here.
I don't like pet names. I'm not gonna lie. So I had to tell someone, I was like, please, like, I get it. Like, for dear, I can handle, because dear is like 4 letters. But baby girl, prince, no.
Princess,
My dad doesn't even call me princess, so no.
I call my cat princess, and that's it.
Yeah, it's actually unacceptable. for me personally. Just because I just don't like it, it just makes me cringe a little bit.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Especially like when you don't know someone well.
Yeah.
Like as you were saying, like those 4-minute conversations, they will throw it into that. Or like in their like first text message to you after you ignore like 3 days of their calls, they'll be like, oh hi little princess, like hi gorgeous, hi lovely, and I'm like
lovely is alright, it's baby girl. I think baby girl. I'm just like, but for me it's really weird because I call like some of my friends, like when I'm commenting back on their Instagram pictures, I'll be like, thanks baby girl, or do you know what I mean? But
it's like,
don't utter it.
Like,
yeah, no.
And it's not one of those things you say out loud. It's like typing it is fine, but it's like saying it out loud is a whole other. No.
I remember he said it. I was like, no, it says shivers down your spine.
I heard it and I was like, what?
Yeah, it's not cute. Number 6. Apparently, if it's your birthday, because it was my birthday on Monday, the 23rd of September, if you haven't wished me happy birthday, you still have time. 21, baby! So apparently, if you invite people out on your birthday, you're supposed to pay for them. We didn't know that, so we had a very expensive night. A very expensive night.
And it's like you think that like when you invite your friends, like they come because they kind of want to celebrate with you, they want to enjoy your time with you,
not chop your money.
Yeah, but in reality it's just like, I'm actually going to come here, I'm going to eat some of the most expensive food I can find, as many drinks as I can fit into my body. I'm going to bring my friends
because someone else is paying for it. Can you imagine?
Someone else is paying.
Number 7. This is new to Zoe, but I don't know if you guys know, they're called singlets. So you know, like the best people.
They're like tank
tops. And Zoe was really surprised that people wear them under shirts. I don't know why, but I know that it's something that they do. But she kept saying, she was like, oh my gosh, people are wearing like tank tops under their shirts.
I've literally never seen it. And the more I spotted it, the more obvious it became.
Yeah, like every guy does it.
And we have to dress quite formally for a lot of our things. So like, I'm seeing these men who, like, to be honest, if they didn't have singlets on underneath, like, it would be nipple central.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird to me.
I want to know. We need to find out why they do that. I'm thinking because it just keeps your like sweat in, or like maybe it makes you cooler, or there's some form of mechanism. But we're not
also,
sure.
I feel like the sheerness as well, because like every time we see it, like you can see, this like singlet underneath.
Another one Zoe didn't know was number 8. Was handshakes. They have this like. She wasn't used to it because obviously in Zim we have our like little thumb one, and here they like do this like clicking on.
They like do that with their fingers,
and then like it's actually quite cool.
I like it, but it was just very weird to me.
Weird, yeah, because you don't have it in the UK, but it's a very African thing. I feel like
even all like every time you meet someone, every time you greet someone, every time you leave someone,
like greeting, yeah, exactly.
And I'm just kind of like, my poor hand has like never been through this much strain in its life.
I think with handshakes as well goes with like greetings. One thing we've observed in Ghana is that when you see someone in the morning, afternoon or evening, you need to make sure you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's something that they do.
And start a little small talk chat, like, because otherwise they will get mad.
Yeah, if they consider it very rude. So I generally don't like small talk because it's just like, what do you want? But so now we'd be like, hi, good evening, how are you, how's your day been, type of thing, just to make small, even if you just want to pick up the key. So when we go to pick up the key for the porter, we just have to make small talk because it's polite to do so. And that's an observation that we've had. 9, timing. Africans, you know what I mean? It is, yeah. I get it because it's ingrained, but it's bad. Especially when like nothing gets done. Yeah, it takes 3 days to do something that should take an hour. Basically,
it takes 7 hours to do hair that should take 2.5 hours. Guys. Your lecture's not cancelled till an hour and a half after it starts. Yeah, so timing here is like, because people's pace of life I generally think is a lot slower. People are just very relaxed. They're not in a rush to be anywhere. With the walking. It's just so chill that if you were any more chill, you'd be 6 feet under.
Yeah, like, it's just relax, and that's just the way of life. Like. But timing,
it's taken some getting used to.
I thought Zim was bad, but Ghanaian timing is different.
A whole new level.
Number 10, our campus has a big gender imbalance. Badly. To every one girl,
it's like 20 guys.
Yeah, probably. No word of a lie. It's mental. Like mental. And we didn't realize it because there weren't a lot of people on campus, but now as more people have come, you really see that variety.
You see like a couple girls with each other, or like a couple girls with a couple lads, but you see lads en masse. Like they will be walking in like the 10s, 20s, like, and they don't just walk like a normal like group of people as well. They have to like take up the entire
or you may see like one girl who's with 4 guys, for example. Like the gender imbalance is crazy.
It really is.
Like, crazy.
And I notice it more and more every day. Like when we started our lectures, I was like, where the girls?
Yeah, where
are these girls at? 'Cause
Yeah.
there was, like, as we walked in, there was like 6 at like the complete other corner to us, and then we just sat down and I was like, oh, like 4 more have just come in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, 2 more.
Yeah, you recognise when
And
the
then
girls
I'm
are
just
around.
like, oh.
Because guys are literally...
And it's like, I know
They're on
every
the
single
agenda.
girl by face now, and I know half their names.
Well, yeah.
But like these lads,
There's so
I recognise like
many.
5, 6 of them.
Number 11. This is why it's taken us so long to settle in. In Ghanaian universities, it's self-catered, but in order to self-cater,
You have to buy your kitchen appliances.
as in like they don't even give you a fridge. There's not even a cooker.
They give you some plug sockets
There's no microwave.
and some of the dodgiest like wooden like surface shelves I've ever seen.
There's no kettle. Like if you want to cook, you best find a place to get your appliances, because here we walked in because we've got a little ensuite room. They were like, so our kitchen's on like a balcony type of thing. So they're like, oh, here's your kitchen. And I was like, what do you mean
A
it's
kitchen?
a kitchen?
It was like our balcony, our
Like,
garden, our conservatory for so
fam.
long.
Like nothing.
And at the moment, to be honest, all we have now is a fridge and a hob. That's it.
Yeah, and we have to get by. So people here like buy a lot of food because food is quite cheap, and they serve you rice in big amounts. So it's a case of like you eat it and you're full. But it's
there's always
weird.
leftovers.
It's weird. Like I walk into a kitchen, there's no appliances.
It's not a kitchen. You're not walking
It's
into
just
a kitchen.
not, literally.
We both kind of just looked at each other and went,
What is like? What do you mean kitchen?
Eh?
And the last observation, number 12, is face towels. It's hot, guys.
but we get really funny looks with our fans.
Yeah,
Like, we
because-
both have little matching fans and we love them and we take them
Yeah,
everywhere
like
with
they
us.
air everything. But for me, it's a case of like I feel like if I have to like be tapping my sweat, I'm more likely to sweat. So I'm really trying to avoid getting a towel. But everybody here has like a little handkerchief that they carry around with them. Yeah,
Or 2.
yeah, just a
on the
sweat
person.
chief. So like if you're sweating, there's this thing you walk around with. That's just got sweat. But it's so normal here. That's what everybody uses.
I think I'd rather stop the sweat before the sweat
Yeah,
happens
exactly. So this is why we
than
carry
have
our
to,
fans.
Mop my face.
Yeah, literally, people like.
You see people like fully like
Yeah, and I feel
like-
like we're adapting because without it, do you know what I mean? Like a fan is better because the breeze. Whereas like I still feel hot.
yeah, it doesn't help the fact
Yeah.
that I'm hot. I just sweat and then I sweat some more and then
Yeah.
I wipe it off and then I sweat some more and it's
Yeah, but maybe when it gets to dry season, we'll see. But for now, our fans are really doing
like
the
I'm
job.
sorry, I can't have a hanky up
Yeah,
my fringe.
yeah. Oh my god.
Sorry guys, don't mind me.
But everybody has them. Everybody has them. Nobody really has fans here. I thought people would have like Kente fans. So me and Zoe have one of these each, and we just use it like,
Oh, that's nice.
you know, just as a thing. But nobody carries these around. Everybody's got
Even
these
like
little
most of the
handkerchiefs.
girls have little hankies.
Yeah, everybody.
Some of them, to be fair to the girls, they don't necessarily like their sweat off, but
Yeah.
like they like swat it away.
Yeah, or
They
like-
almost use it as like a fan or like very daintily. But these men are just like
So yeah, these are the observations we've made in the first
3
3
weeks.
weeks. We'll probably make some more, especially when we start going to lectures and things like that.
And when we start leaving leaving
yeah, we need to
campus.
start actually doing some touristy stuff because we've been taking so long to adjust, just because there have been a lot of stuff to adjust to and a lot of information we
mountains to
didn't have.
climb.
Yeah, a lot of mountains to climb.
A lot of progress.
We're doing well. We're doing so well. Literally,
We're
like
doing good.
We have friends now too. Maybe too many
many
friends. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you check out the Study Abroad Diaries playlist, because hopefully we'll be showing you what we're doing when we start doing things. Living the dream with my wife. Thank you.